Tyler stepped off the shuttle and into the cold metallic hallway of Station Null. It was bigger than he imagined. The floor was silver, the lights above were soft blue. But the thing that hit him first was the silence. He was the only human dot around. Him, tall creatures with sharp skin, tails, glowing eyes, or 3 arms walked in groups. Some hissed, some clicked. Some simply stared at him like he didn't belong. And maybe he IDN single quotes D. Tyler adjusted his small duffel bag and walked forward, keeping his head high. His heart beat hard in his chest, but he didn't show it. He was trained not to. Still, his stomach twisted. Station Null was a joint training ground for elite warriors from across the galaxy. Earth had begged for one spot here, just one. Tyler was that spot. As he passed a group of large, green-scaled warriors, one of them muttered, "Meat bag." Another said, "Soft shell." They laughed. Tyler kept walking. The first slap of humiliation inside the orientation hall. About 100 cadets stood in formation. They came from 20 alien species, some taller than trees, some small like monkeys, others made of light and gas. Each one was dangerous. At the center stood Instructor Veshk, a 6-eyed armored being. His voice came from a speaker embedded in his chest. Station Null accepts no weakness. You are here to break and rebuild. Your homeworlds mean nothing. Here, only power matters. His 6 eyes scanned the room, then locked on Tyler. You, Veshk said, pointing one long finger. Step forward. Tyler stepped out of line. Earth, Veshk said slowly, as if tasting something bitter. A world of dust and noise. Why are you here? Tyler stood straight. To prove we belong. Some laughed. One cadet stepped out of line. He was tall, silver-skinned, with black eyes and spiked shoulders. His name tag read Jerak. Let me test the human, he said calmly. Veshk gave a small nod. Jerak walked to Tyler and stood face to face. The room fell silent. Even the hissing aliens stopped. Jerak stared at Tyler's eyes, then his neck, then his arms. He smiled, then slapped him. It was fast. Too fast. Tyler stumbled back. His ears rang. The pain exploded through his face and chest. But it was just a slap, right? He wiped blood from his lip and stood straight again. Jerak leaned in. Humans break easy. Then walked away. Tyler tried to breathe. His chest felt tight. His legs gave way. He collapsed. Waking up with questions, he opened his eyes in the medical bay. The ceiling blinked with soft red lights. Machines buzzed nearby. Don't move, a medic said. Tyler turned his head slightly. A 4-armed alien in a white coat was checking scans. You have 3 broken ribs, a fractured jaw, and light damage to your lungs, the medic said. From one hit, Tyler tried to speak. He couldn't. Strange, the medic added. Jerak did not use enhanced force. No weapon. No amplifier, no tech. What did he do? Tyler whispered. The medic paused. I don't know. Not weak. Just wrong words spread fast. In the next training session, everyone avoided Tyler. Some whispered, some laughed. A few simply looked away. Earth's first cadet had fallen from a single slap, but Tyler didn't leave. He trained. He pushed. His body through pain, through shame. The instructors ignored him. The cadets didn't speak to him. But he didn't quit. He lifted weights with shaking arms. He ran drills with a cracked rib. Every night, he lay on his bed staring at the ceiling, hearing the sound of that slap again. And again. Why did it break him? He'd been hit harder before. During Earth's basic training, he had survived worse. So why had his body folded like paper? A strange dream one night. Tyler dreamed of a black room filled with blue light. In the center was a tall figure, not alien, not human, just shadow. The figure raised a hand and pointed at him. You are not what you think, it said. He woke up sweating. His hand was glowing. Just for a second. Then it stopped. Jarak watches the next day during combat class. Tyler was paired with a creature from the Varnock system. It had 6 limbs and scales like armor. Tyler stepped into the ring. The alien charged. Tyler dodged, then twisted behind it and kicked its back leg. The creature stumbled. The crowd gasped. Instructors took notice. Even Jarak looked up from across the hall. That night, Tyler checked the video feed of the match. He slowed it down frame by frame. Just before the kick landed, his hand sparked. Was it real or a glitch? Unspoken power. As days passed, Tyler kept improving. His reflexes grew faster. His strength increased. He memorized tactics in half the time. One day, during a heavy lift drill, he grabbed a Gravrod, a 300 kg weapon used by species with triple muscle density. It wasn't meant for humans. Tyler lifted it without thinking. Everyone turned to stare. He dropped it fast, pretending it was a mistake. But it was too late. The instructors whispered. Jarak stared. Tyler left the room, heart pounding. Something was changing, and someone knew. Eyes in the shadows. Later that night, Tyler found a small drone flying near his bunk. It wasn't part of the Academy's regular system. It had no ID tag. It scanned him. He grabbed it. It exploded into ash. The next morning, he was called to the command level. Instructor Veshk stood by a tall figure in a hood. The figure said, "Your body is adapting. We don't know why." Tyler said nothing. "You are now watched," the figure added. "If you become dangerous, you will be erased." Veshk handed him a metal tag. "You passed the first test," Veshk said. "Barely." Not the end, just the beginning. Tyler returned to his quarters. He sat on his bed, staring at the metal tag. It had no number, just a strange symbol. A spiral with a line through it. He didn't recognize it, but somewhere deep inside, it felt familiar. Across the station, Jarak stood alone in the observatory. Another cadet walked up. "Why did you hit the human like that?" Jarak answered, "It was not a hit." "Then what was it?" Jarak looked at the stars. "It was the key." Ending suspense line, hook for part 2. Tyler looked at his hand again. The skin was glowing softly. And in his mind, a voice whispered, "You've been unlocked." Tyler sat alone in the mess hall. His tray of food was untouched. Around him, alien cadets laughed, talked, and ignored him. But every few seconds, he felt it, the stare. Jarak was watching him from across the room. Not mocking, not smiling, just watching. Wounds without explanation in the medbay. Chief Medic Roll examined Tyler's scans again. The machine beeped in confusion. "These breaks, they don't make sense," Roll muttered. An assistant looked over. "Still blaming the slap?" Roll nodded slowly. "But the damage goes deeper. There's muscle tearing, neural spikes, even energy interference. That slap didn't just hit him, it unlocked something." "What do you mean?" the assistant asked. Roll didn't answer. He just turned off the scanner and whispered, "I've seen this once before. On a battlefield, before a star died." Back to training. Tyler returned to combat class. His ribs still ached, but he didn't stop. Every movement was slower than others, but his focus was sharper. Today, cadets were paired up for hand-to-hand drills. No one wanted Tyler as a partner. Finally, Instructor Veshk pointed. "You, with Vor." Vor was a horned beast from a high-gravity world. 7 feet tall. Muscles like metal cords. Vor grinned. "You break easy, human." Tyler said nothing. They stepped into the ring. Vor attacked. First fast punch, low kick. Tyler dodged. The crowd barely noticed. Vor charged again. Tyler twisted, sidestepped, then tapped Vor's shoulder. That's all. Vor froze. Then fell. Hard. The floor cracked beneath him. Everyone stared. Even Veshk stepped closer. "What did you do?" Tyler looked down at his hand. "I don't know." Classroom shock. Later that day, during tactical simulation, Tyler's scores broke records. His timing was exact. His decisions were fast. The instructors grew quiet. In the back of the room, Jarek stood up. Permission to speak. Veshk nodded. Jarek pointed at Tyler. He's not the same. Not since the slap. Explain, said Veshk. Jarek walked closer. There are stories of codes buried in species, waiting, locked away. You're talking myths, Veshk growled. Jarek stared at Tyler. He's proof it's real. The dreams get stronger that night. Tyler slept again. He dreamed of falling stars and black fire. Of a war he had never seen, but somehow remembered. A voice whispered, your body remembers. Your mind resists. Let go. He woke up gasping. His room lights flickered. Then he saw something written on the wall. Not by hand but burned into metal. Key identified. Layer 1. Active. Tyler backed away slowly. The message vanished. Secret briefing the next morning. 2 armored guards took Tyler to an underground room. Inside was Admiral Rax, commander of Station Null. She was human, older, with white hair and metal implants on her jaw. I watched the footage. She said, you changed. I don't care about alien politics. I care about control. I don't understand what's happening, Tyler said. You're either becoming a weapon or a threat, she said. Earth cannot afford either. Tyler clenched his fists. I'm not quitting. Rax stared at him, then slid a data chip across the table. Then find out who you really are. Ancient file. Project Echo Seed back. In his room, Tyler inserted the chip. It opened a hidden file. Project Echo Seed Subject 19. He scrolled fast. There was a genetic map. A human cell marked with alien symbols. Then a line that froze him. Subject 19. Inherited. Architect code. Activation requires direct strike to neural path 7C. Dormant until pain triggered. His heart stopped. Jarek didn't slap him to hurt him. He activated him. Face to face with Jarek, Tyler found Jarek standing on the edge of the gravity training deck. You knew, Tyler said. Jarek turned slowly. I hoped. Why me? Tyler asked. Jarek didn't smile. Because we lost the war. A war your people never knew. And you are our last chance to win it. Tyler's voice shook. Win what? Jarek stepped closer. The war that's coming. The one that started long before your species even crawled. A new kind of strength back in training. Tyler was different. He didn't just react, he predicted. He didn't just fight, he adapted. His reflexes matched the top alien cadets. His thinking was faster than computers. His wounds healed quicker. Some cadets watched him with fear, others with awe. But one instructor whispered to another, what have we brought into our station? Ending suspense line. Hook for part 3. At night, Tyler stood in front of the mirror. He pressed 2 fingers to his temple. A blue light blinked beneath his skin, and the voice returned. Layer 2 unlocking soon. They called it an evaluation. But Tyler knew the truth. 3 high-ranking alien officers stood across from him in the command room. One was a stone-skinned commander from the Drin Empire. Another was a whispering creature in a floating shell. The last one was human. Admiral Rax. Your progress is concerning, said the Drin. We've never seen a species change like this, said the shell being, voice soft like wind. Not without implants, not without surgery. Tyler stood straight. I didn't ask for this. I'm just training. Rax didn't blink. No, you were just training. Now you're becoming something else, and we can't control it. The official order. Rax placed a file on the desk. Earth is under review. We may remove your status from Station Null. That means you leave. Now. Tyler's heart dropped. You're expelling me? He asked. The Drin commander leaned in. Not expelled. Just extracted. For safety. Safety? Tyler asked. Whose? No one answered. He refuses to leave. Back in his room, Tyler stared at his reflection. His eyes looked sharper now. His skin felt denser, and the voice in his head. It whispered less like a dream and more like a memory. You were built for more. He walked back to the command floor. Guards tried to stop him. He walked past them. He stepped into the meeting again, and he said just one thing: I'm not leaving. A silent war begins the next few days. The atmosphere around him changed. Cadets avoided eye contact. Instructors ignored his questions. His room lights dimmed without reason. His training schedule was accidentally erased. Someone wanted him to feel forgotten, weak, alone. But Tyler didn't slow down. He trained harder, faster. He spent hours in the high-G chamber. Body pushed to its limits. He entered neural battle simulations and beat systems built for psychic class species. And each time, his mind sharpened. His body evolved. The Challenge Iraq met him in the gravity gym one evening. You're not supposed to be here, Jarak said. They want me gone, Tyler replied. So I'm staying, Jarak nodded. Then it's time for the spiral test. Tyler blinked. What's that? Jarak smiled. A test no human has ever survived. The spiral test deep beneath the academy, past sealed blast doors. There was a chamber. Inside. A rotating black cube hovered in the air. This is a test of control, said Jarak. Not strength, not speed, just will. In here, he added. Gravity changes, time bends, thoughts echo. Only species with high neural resilience pass. Then I'll pass, Tyler said. You're not supposed to. Jarak said. Inside the spiral, as Tyler stepped inside, the world tilted. His body felt heavy, then weightless, then pulled sideways. Voices echoed his voice, but not words he never said. You will fail. You're nothing. He fell to his knees. The cube pulsed red. He saw himself weak, broken, from day one. Then, another version. Stronger, glowing eyes. Lightning in his fists. You choose, said the voice. Tyler stood. He walked forward, step by step, against the pull of the cube's waves. And when he reached the center, he placed his hand on it. System response. Accepted. The cube glowed white. Then exploded into light. The doors unlocked. Jarak and two officers rushed in. Tyler stood there, breathing hard but unhurt. What happened? One whispered. Jarak smiled. He didn't just pass. He rewrote the test. Academy divides rumors exploded. Half the station now saw Tyler as a future leader. The other half feared him. One instructor filed a request. Immediate extraction, subject dangerous. Another filed a counter request. Subject to be studied closely. Tyler didn't care. He kept training. But he noticed something strange. Some cadets had stopped avoiding him. They were watching him now. Not with fear, but with hope. The attack that wasn't training one night. As Tyler returned to his quarters, lights flickered. He stepped into the hall. 3 alien cadets blocked the way. You're making us look weak, said one. You don't belong here, said another. They charged. Tyler didn't fight back. He dodged, blocked, defended. But when one hit his shoulder, his skin sparked. Electricity flared. The cadets flew backwards, slammed into the wall. Alarm sounded. Guards rushed in. Tyler raised his hands. I didn't attack them, he said. They stared at him with fear. We know, a guard whispered. That's what scares us. Ending suspense line, hook for part 4. Later that night, Tyler received a message. No name. No sender, just a sentence. You passed the spiral. Now the whisper protocol begins. The message appeared again on Tyler's wall. You passed the spiral. Now the whisper protocol begins. He tried to trace the signal. No source. No ID, not even a location ping. Someone or something was contacting him through a system above the Academy's controls. And it knew everything about him. A visitor with no name that morning. Cadets were told to leave the training decks. Only Tyler was ordered to stay. He waited alone. Then the air shimmered. a figure appeared. No ship, no door. Just ... appeared. It wore a long cloak. Its face was hidden. Its body gave off no sound, no scent, nothing. But when it spoke, it echoed in Tyler's mind, not his ears. I am here to activate the Whisper Protocol. Tyler stood frozen. You are the first human to survive spiral induction. The first to awaken Layer 2. Now you must remember. Remember. What? Tyler asked. Who you are. Secrets buried in flesh. The figure raised a hand. The room grew dark. A small beam of light scanned Tyler's body. Skin, bone, blood all became transparent. Then something hidden appeared. A small crystal inside his chest. Near the heart. Not natural. Not human. What is that? Tyler whispered. It is a whisper core. Placed by the architects. Only. Activated by trauma. Tyler blinked. You mean, the slap? The strike opened the gate. And now? Now the memories come back. Visions of a forgotten war. Suddenly, Tyler collapsed. His eyes turned white. He saw flashes. Flames. Broken worlds. Giant machines tearing planets. Warriors of light. Their voices like thunder. Their weapons like stars. And in the center, a glowing human-like soldier with no face leading them. Then he saw Earth. It was empty, but protected. Buried deep in its crust were crystals like the one in his chest. The whisper returned. Your world was hidden, not ignored. Your people were sealed, not abandoned. Waking up changed. Tyler gasped and woke up on the ground. The figure was gone, but on his arm, a mark had appeared glowing softly. A symbol, a spiral with 3 dots. He touched it. Energy hummed under his skin. He felt stronger. Not just in muscle, but in awareness. He could feel the machines in the walls. He could sense the training deck's power flow. He could hear whispers from 5 rooms away. He wasn't guessing anymore. He was evolving. Jarek's confession that evening. Jarek found Tyler sitting alone. He didn't speak right away. Then he said, I hit you because I was told to. Tyler looked at him. By who? Jarek sat. A signal reached my people 11 years ago. A message. From deep space. It said, prepare the key. Earth will awaken soon. My orders were to find the key. I knew it was you the moment you arrived. Why not just tell me? Tyler asked. Jarek's eyes were cold. Because if it failed, you would have died. Quietly. The council reacts back in the station's command center. Admiral Rax and the alien leaders stared at the reports. Whisper Protocol is real. One said. The boy carries the architect. Seed, said another. Rax said nothing, then finally spoke. We have 2 choices. Help him. Or eliminate him before Layer 3 unlocks. Assassins in the dark that night. Tyler couldn't sleep. His hand wouldn't stop shaking. Something inside told him to move. Now, he rolled out of bed just as his wall exploded. Smoke filled the room. Shadows entered silent figures with glowing blades. Tyler ran. His mind spun fast hall layouts, vent paths, guard shifts. He saw them all. In seconds, he didn't fight. He outthought them. He escaped into the engine chamber. But one assassin followed. They fought blade against hand. Tyler blocked with nothing but instinct. Then something triggered. His hand burst with light. The assassin screamed and turned to ash. Not just a soldier when the alarms died down. Security arrived. Tyler was covered in smoke and dust, but unhurt. Jarek arrived moments later. They tried to kill you, he said. Tyler looked him in the eyes. Not just me, the key. Ending suspense line, hook for part 5. Tyler stood before the mirror again. The symbol on his arm blinked twice. Then a new word appeared under it. Burned into the skin. Trial of core, 48 hours. Tyler stared at the burning message on his arm. Trial of core, 48 hours. He didn't know what it meant, but the whisper inside him did. It is the final test before Layer 3. Few survive. None remain the same. He had no choice. The countdown had already begun. A warning from Girac. Next morning, Tyler met Girac near the edge of the training fields. Girac didn't smile this time. "You're doing the trial of core," he said quietly. "I didn't choose it," Tyler answered. "No one does," Girac replied. "It chooses you." He placed a hand on Tyler's shoulder. "If you survive this, you're not a cadet anymore. You're something else." "What happens in the trial?" Tyler asked. Girac looked up at the stars. "Pain," he said. "Pain that speaks." The descent. They took Tyler to a hidden platform far below. Station null. Only high-ranking officers were allowed here. Even Admiral Rax was present. "You are the first human to face the trial," she said. "You have 12 hours inside. No assistance. No exit. No memory record." Tyler nodded. "I'm ready." Rax stared. "I don't think you are. But maybe you're close." The platform opened. Beneath it was a pit filled with darkness. Tyler stepped in and vanished. Layer 1. Gravity hell. The moment Tyler hit the bottom, his body slammed into the ground. The gravity was 5x Earth's normal level. He couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. Every step felt like his bones were shattering. But he crawled forward. And then, the gravity changed. Up became sideways. He fell again. Then the air thickened. It wasn't just about movement. It was about control. And pain. Layer 2. The echo field. Tyler stumbled into the next chamber. Suddenly, everything changed. He heard himself, but not his current self, his younger self. His weaker self. Crying. Screaming. Double quotes. "Why did they leave me? Why didn't I fight harder? Why am I still here?" These were memories. Feelings he'd buried. Now they came back loud and raw. He dropped to his knees, clutching his head. "This is the echo field," the whisper inside him said. "Survive your mind, or lose your soul." Tyler bit down hard and stood up. He screamed back at the voices. "I'm not that person anymore." The chamber shook. The voices faded. Layer 3. The mirror room. Stepped into the next room. There was nothing inside, except himself. Another Tyler stood across from him. Same face, same body, but this Tyler smiled in a way that felt wrong. "You think you're special," Mirror Tyler said. "You think some old code makes you important." He lunged. They fought fist to fist. Tyler blocked, but the mirror knew every move, because it was him. Then Tyler realized something. "This version isn't me," he said. "It's who I used to be." He stopped fighting. The mirror. Tyler threw a punch. Tyler caught it and hugged him. The mirror shattered into light. Layer 4. The beast. The next chamber was massive. Dark. Silent. Then, a roar. A creature stepped out 15 feet tall, made of metal and bone. Its eyes were glowing red. "Final test," the whisper said. Tyler looked around. No weapons. No armor. Just him. The beast charged. Tyler ran. He leapt across platforms, dodged claws, rolled under jaws. But the beast was faster. Stronger. He took a hit, sent flying. His arm cracked. His side burned. He couldn't run anymore. The beast walked toward him, slow and hungry. Then Tyler remembered the crystal in his chest. And he whispered, "Help me." The core unlocks. His chest glowed. Bright blue. His mark burned with light. The floor shook. The beast stopped. Tyler stood. His body lifted an inch off the ground. The wounds faded. His eyes turned white. Blue. He raised a hand, and the beast dropped too. Its knees. Without touching it. Then it vanished into dust. Returning from the trial 12 hours later, the chamber doors opened. Tyler walked out. His body steamed. His eyes dimmed slowly. Everyone stared. No one said a word. Then, one alien cadet whispered, "He survived." Another dropped their weapon. Even Admiral Rax took a step back. Girac met his eyes and nodded once. "You are now more than human." The promotion that shouldn't exist the next day. Tyler was placed in a new uniform black with silver lines. No rank. No number. Just a single spiral over his heart. Symbol no one had worn in thousands of years. Even the instructors now stood. When he entered the room, the human they tried to break had become the one they feared. Ending suspense line, hook for part 6. Late that night, alone in his room, Tyler looked in the mirror. A new message appeared on his chest, above the glowing crystal. Layer 3, active, and below it, you are being hunted. Word of the trial spread across Station Null faster than fire. He survived the core. He defeated the beast. No human should be alive. They used to laugh at Tyler. Now, they wouldn't even meet his eyes. Some cadets changed dorm rooms just to avoid him. Others walked around corners to escape his shadow. Even the instructors spoke more carefully. But Tyler didn't feel proud. He felt something watching him, not the same in the training chamber. Tyler crushed the strength test record barehanded. In the sim lab, he dodged lasers that moved faster than thought. And when a cadet dropped a 500 kilograms metal rod near him, it floated before hitting the ground without Tyler touching it. They recorded everything, but no one understood it, except maybe Jarak. Jarak's warning that night. Jarak stood on the roof of the dorm tower. Tyler joined him. You've changed, Jarak said. Not just stronger, different. I can hear the walls hum, Tyler whispered. I feel when gravity shifts in other rooms. I know when people lie before they speak. Jarak nodded. You're entering Layer 3. That means they'll come soon. Who? Tyler asked. Jarak looked at the stars. The ones who want. You erased. Memory leaked back in his room. Tyler sat still, eyes closed. A flood of images hit him. World floating above fire. Armies made of light and stone. Voices chanting his name, but not Tyler, a different name. Vakar. He whispered it out loud. The walls of his room cracked. The light dimmed. A drone above his bed dropped to the floor. Burned out. His mind wasn't breaking. It was opening. The first death. The next morning, an alarm rang across station. Null. A cadet had been found dead. No signs of injury. Just empty. No blood. No energy. Just dry. Cold skin. The medics called it impossible, but Tyler felt it. A ripple through his spine. Whisper in his skull. They had arrived. Admiral Rax reacts inside Command Center 6. Rax stared at the body. It's a drain mark, she said. One officer asked, but that's Forbidden's technology. Pre-architect. Another added, the station isn't safe anymore. Rax whispered, it's not the station, it's him. He's drawing them here. Layer 3. Perception shift. Tyler walked through the station. And for the first time, he didn't see walls. He saw codes. Lines of energy flowing through pipes. Power signatures behind. Faces. He could feel lies. Feel hate. Feel fear like it was a sound. And one sound got louder. From the lower decks, the mines. The hiding enemy. He went alone. The elevator dropped. Fast. Past the engines. Past the safe zones. Into the black levels. He walked through heat and steam. And then he heard it. Breathing. Not normal. Wrong. A shape moved in the shadows. Then a voice, deep, broken, echoing in his skull. You are the echo. We are the silence. A creature stepped out. Tall, thin, wrapped in black skin that moved like liquid. Its eyes burned red. Tyler reached for nothing, and energy surged into his hands. They fought. But this wasn't physical. The enemy attacked his mind. It whispered failures. It shouted doubts. Tyler screamed back, and the air cracked. Like glass. The thing burst into flame and vanished. Jarak's revelation. Tyler returned wounded but alive. Jarak waited. They've sent a probe, he said. A mind leech. Just the beginning. How many are coming? Tyler asked. Jarak's face turned cold. Enough to erase the galaxy. Unless you unlock Layer 4. A message that froze everyone. That evening, every screen on Station No blinked. Every camera turned off. Every drone dropped, and a single message appeared on all walls in every language. He has awakened. Silence will fall. Prepare. Then the lights went black. Ending suspense line. Hook for Part 7. As backup power returned, Tyler stood in the center of the academy. Cadets, officers, and aliens stared at him. Not with anger, not with confusion, but with one shared feeling. Call on fear. The entire station stood still. After the message, he has awakened. Silence will fall. Prepare. Nothing felt normal again. Drills were canceled. Patrols doubled. Even the commanders held emergency meetings. Tyler didn't ask what the message meant. He already knew. It was a warning, but not for him, for everyone else. Isolation. They moved Tyler to a new room, top floor, sealed walls, guarded 24/7. They called it protection. He knew it was a cage. Admiral Rax visited once. "You're pulling things to us we can't understand," she said. "I didn't call them," Tyler replied. She studied him. "No, but they're coming anyway." Before she left, she dropped a black file on the desk. On it were 2 words in red: Breaker Protocol. What is the breaker? Tyler opened the file. Inside were shaky reports, photos, sketches, strange symbols. Whole planets going dark, creatures melting, ships torn apart by nothing. One page said, "If a Layer 4 subject fully awakens, activate Breaker Protocol. Erase subject and entire station if necessary." He closed the file. His hands were shaking. An unexpected Alizarek appeared in his room without warning. "How did you get in?" Tyler asked. Jarek smirked. "You're not the only one with hidden talents." He held up a device. Small, silver, old. "I stole this from the core records. It's a whisper codex." Jarek handed it over. Tyler touched it. Suddenly a map appeared. In his mind. Stars, old ones, long dead. And deep inside the center was something glowing. A voice echoed in his head. "The lock is opening. Breaker is near." Security Titan Station Null changed. Guards followed Tyler everywhere. Drones hovered overhead 24/7. Even cadets whispered, "Is he still human?" The instructors no longer corrected them. One commander said, "If Layer 4 unlocks, this whole station is a target." Another replied, "Then we hit first." Tyler could hear it all. His ears didn't need to be close. Layer 3 let him hear thoughts. The secret room guided by the codex map. Tyler snuck into a sealed chamber beneath the observatory. Inside was a glass coffin, and floating inside it was a human. Not alive, but not dead. His skin was silver. His chest had the same spiral mark as Tyler. His eyes were closed. Then Tyler saw a plaque. Project Vakar. Gen 1 Seed Bearer. Status: locked. Condition: unstable. He stepped back. The man inside the glass looked like him. Not exactly, but close enough. He wasn't the first. Attack from the shadows. Suddenly, alarms screamed. Not drills. Real attack. Explosions shook the upper decks. Unknown life forms breached the outer walls. Black creatures, silent, fast. They moved like mist-melting steel, piercing flesh. Guards screamed. Power shut down across 2 levels. Station Null was under siege. The breaker wakes. Tyler ran toward the chaos, but before he reached the war zone, he felt a one knee. Pain. Sharp and cold. Something inside his chest was unlocking. His spiral mark glowed. His spine burned. And then he felt it. A second heartbeat. Not his own. A deeper one. Stronger. Older. Layer 4 unlocking. Breaker core. Sinking. The Council's final move in the command center. Admiral Rax shouted orders. One general screamed, "He's sinking with the core. He's bringing the breaker here." Another yelled, "Initiate the erase code." Rax paused. Her hand hovered over the red button. If she pressed it, Station Null would detonate. She stared at the screen. Tyler stood in the fire. Untouched. His eyes glowed white-blue. Ending suspense line, hook for Part 8. On every screen across the galaxy, a new message appeared. The breaker has awakened. The Architect Wars begin again, and behind those words was the image of Tyler. Smiling, the Kangi. Galaxy held its breath. A human had awakened the breaker. Tyler stood at the heart of Station Null, his eyes glowing with ancient power. He was no longer just a cadet. No longer just human. He was a weapon. A key. A storm. The Council's last hope, Admiral Rax, and the alien leaders gathered for their final plan. If we don't stop him now, the Architect Wars will restart, Rax said. We will send the fleet, said the Drin commander. Thousands of ships, full firepower. But the breaker is not just a soldier, Rax warned. He can control machines, minds, and matter itself. The battle begins outside Station Null. Hundreds of warships gathered. Cannons lit the void. Lasers tore through space. But Tyler stood calm. His hand raised. The enemy weapons stopped midair. His mind reached into their ships. Engines died. Cannons froze. The breaker's wrath inside the station. Tyler moved like lightning. He shut down power grids. He dismantled defense systems with a thought. Every attack sent against him shattered before it hit. The truth revealed in a hidden chamber. Tyler faced the truth. The glass coffin with Vakar. Shattered. The man inside opened his eyes. Welcome back, he said. I'm you, Tyler whispered. Vakar smiled. We are the same. The last Architect's hope. Final confrontation. The fleet launched their final strike. Massive beams fired at Station Null. Tyler raised his hand. He absorbed the energy. Then unleashed it back. A storm of blue light. Ships exploded. The void burned. New dawn when the battle ended. Silence returned. Tyler stood alone, victorious but changed. The galaxy would never forget the human who broke every rule. He looked to the stars. A new war was coming. But now, the breaker was ready. It had been 7 days since the war ended. 7 days since the breaker awakened. 7 days since the galaxy changed. Forever. And the name everyone whispered now was Tyler. Station Null. Empty and echoing station. Null had survived the attack. Barely. Most ships were gone. Power was limited. Many cadets had left. The silence was heavy. But one room remained untouched. Spiral chamber. Inside, the glowing cube that once tested Tyler now floated peacefully. Above it, carved in a strange language, was a single word. Breaker. Alien leaders gather in the heart of the high galaxy. The Great Council met. We tried to erase him, the Drin Admiral said. Now our people pray to him. Another alien leader nodded. In less than one cycle, his name has replaced kings. A third added, the humans were hidden for a reason. We see that now. They argued about treaties, about fear, about hope. But in the end, they voted on one law. Do not provoke Earth, ever again. Earth reacts back on Earth. Leaders received a private message, encrypted. No signal origin. It simply said, Subject 19 completed. Architect Echo alive. Prepare the next phase. No name. No return channel. But those who understood the old projects fell silent. Earth had enemies. Now it had something far stronger. Tyler in exile far from the station. On a quiet moon, Tyler sat alone. He didn't smile. He didn't speak. But his presence was enough. Planets aligned to honor him. Cultures rewrote their histories to include the human breaker. He didn't want fame. He wanted answers. What were the architects? Why him? And who was coming next? Jerax returned one evening. A ship landed near his camp. Jerax stepped out. You did it, he said. No, Tyler replied. I stopped one. War. A bigger one is coming. Jerax tossed him a black sphere. Then it's time to finish what they started. Tyler caught it. Inside was a star map, but not one of the known galaxy. It was older. Darker. Alive. Ending. Suspense line. Final hook. Tyler stared at the map. His eyes glowed again, and he whispered, "Let them come."